I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Hello collectors, and welcome to the Discount Action Figure Dude. I am your host, Christopher, and as you can see, we are at the cage, Luke Cage's joint, where it's Electrified Brother Day. Apparently a couple of lanterns, Power Ring and Green Lantern, didn't get the memo. But mainly we are here because obviously we have Electrified Brothers here. We're here to introduce our latest Electrified Brother to the team. The DC Multiverse of Black Lightning. This, of course, is a gold label, which means you can only buy it in one place, and that's Walmart. That's a story unto itself, which we are going to talk about in a second. But as you know, all of the scuttlebutt in the community is about the new McFarlane wave, the Crisis on Infinite Earths, I believe it's called, in which you get 4 figures for $40 each. And man, Tom McFarlane has really caused some people to get upset about this. I am not concerned because I ain't spending $40 for a Todd McFarlane figure that yesterday cost 25 bucks. I wouldn't spend 25 bucks for it. While I do have my fair share of McFarlane figures, there aren't a lot of them that I actually paid full price for. This guy I did. Again, that is a story. Now, when I saw the figures that are available, which include Kid Flash, some figure I don't know, and the Spectre, the only one that I halfway am interested in would be the Spectre. But if you're on his website, because this is a McFarlane exclusive, you know, the Spectre is already sold out. So no Spectre. I mean, I wouldn't buy the Spectre for 40 bucks anyway for a chance to have a piece of the monitor. But yeah, he's gone. Besides, my friends, I already have a Spectre right here. Yeah, I think he's from 2003 or something. But this Spectre can do something I'm pretty sure that $40 McFarlane Spectre can't do. Let's see if it shows up on the camera. That blackness you see? What's not showing up here? Oh, goodness. Apparently the fancy Canon mirrorless camera can't pick up the glow-in-the-dark features of my main man, the Spectre, but my regular old telephone camera could. He glows in the dark. I'm pretty sure that that $40 Spectre can't glow in the dark. But one would think that all of this noise about these $40 McFarlane figures are just, you know, a lot of noise, only because they're supposed to be a limited run. You know, just for these figures, and then it goes back to the regular price, I guess, for McFarlane figures of $22 and change, I imagine, because it looked like to me that McFarlane toys turned into NECA toys overnight, and that was not received well. Now, here's the thing. My theory is that McFarlane Corporation went ahead and floated this out at $40 a piece to see, you know, how the reaction would be. Not the general reaction of the community, because that reaction has been nothing but outrage, but the reaction in sales. And it looks like that reaction has been a swimming success for McFarlane Corporation. So now they know that they can charge X amount of dollars for certain figures, and people will buy them. You know, case in point would be the Wonder Woman figure. $30 seems like a lot, but people wanted it. You can't buy that thing anywhere if you want it now for $30. I am sure it's in the aftermarket for much more. And one should notice that even though I am sure that a lot of the those $40 figures on the McFarlane website have been sold, let's not underestimate the power of the scalper, who may be trying to sell some of those in the aftermarket to I don't know, mixed reception. I don't know how many people are going to be buying those. What I can only imagine will be aftermarket prices. If they don't sell, eventually, you know, those figures will be released probably to the general public at some point at a reduced price being $25. But then that reminds me of a classic line from the outlaw Josie Wells.
There's another old saying, Senator. Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
Exactly. So, quick story. This is a real world version of what might have happened here. So, Mike and Ike's, the candy, one of my favorite candies, used to come in 8-ounce boxes. Then one day, you go to buy a box of Mike and Ike's, which cost $1. Now the boxes are 6 ounces for $1. They have cut the amount of Mike and Ike's you can get by 25%. But yet the price remains the same. That is an outrage. I will never eat another box of Mike and Ike's ever again as a protest. But then, a few months later, they increased the size to 6.6 ounces with a big advertisement on the box that says 10% more, same great price. Bullshit. Bullshit. Now you're giving me basically 21% less for the same price. Not 10% more for the same price. Classic example of pissing on my back and trying to convince me that is rain. Still haven't bought a box of Mike and Ike's since then. So, you know, be careful out there, collectors. It would look like that those of us who buy these McFarlane multiverse figures may be looking at some price increases, some drastic price increases in the near future. Now, about this guy here, a gold label Walmart exclusive. Mind you, I'm not too terribly interested to have this particular Black Lightning because the truth of the matter is, this guy right here, he will always be, forever and ever, my Black Lightning. But, you know, he's a Black Lightning, and he's a Walmart exclusive. I said, okay, why don't I go ahead? This is the months after the fact, after he was released. Let's go ahead and, let's buy this guy. Put him in the cart. Can't get him shipped. You gotta go to Walmart. My local Walmart said, you know, they had a few, right? Oh, so I thought. Put him in the cart. And then I get this message saying, wait, you know, congratulations, we are readying your package. And then the next morning, I get a text from Walmart saying, our apologies, we no longer have that in stock. I'm not upset at them, whatever, you know. It's $20 in my pocket. I am not mad. But then, that was months ago. Then maybe a couple months later, I see he's back in stock. Congratulations, we are readying your package. Next morning, we apologize. He is no longer in stock. Now me and Walmart are playing a little game of Chase the Black Lightning. And this must have happened 3 more times where I put him in my cart, I get a congratulations, then I get the notice that he's no longer in stock. Until a couple of days ago, I put him in my cart, I get a congratulations, and then a few hours later, they tell me my Black Lightning is ready to pick up. I'm like, oh shit. I don't even want him now, but now I have him. DC Multiverse Black Lightning to join the team of electrified brothers. Now it's time to cut this motherfucker open. And here goes old Jefferson Pierce out of the box, looking like Black Lightning with his accessories, which include a couple of electric effects, which actually peg into his hand. As you probably saw, he had them in the box. So we just put his regular hands on. I guess it would probably be better if they fit over his hands as opposed to replacing his hands, but whatever. His McFarlane stand, and of course, his always precious trading card. Of course, This Black Lightning is bald. This one has, the 1965 Sam Cooke haircut. I don't know. Whatever, And as you well know, we save and catalog our McFarlane cards properly. But let's say we take a closer look at Black Lightning. All right, let's take a closer look at old Jefferson Pierce over here. Take a look at his face sculpt. He's a handsome fella. I don't know why his lips are so tight. This is clearly a very basic buck that they have put on Jefferson Pierce. I don't know enough about McFarlane body types to know which reuse that they might be using for something. I'm guessing that these ridges here don't belong on this particular body, but maybe belong on another body. But I mean, it's Black Lightning. He is definitely Black Lightning. And gotta like the lightning bolt thing across his waist there. That looks good. The costume, it looks like his actual lightning on his chest is lopsided. A little bit on the crooked side. Looks like they probably could have done a little bit of a better job on that. I'm assuming that this old DC Collectibles Black Lightning that I have here is probably what this Black Lightning was kind of being modeled after. They do have very similar costume types. In fact, if we were to grab the box real quick, whatever the fuck that is, it would seem that this would be the Black Lightning that they were shooting for, with the bald head and the little goggles, and even the costume, the way the bolts on his midsection terminate right above the crotch, as opposed to this guy. Again, this looks like something, I don't know. I feel like I've seen this before. I just don't know where. But yeah, even from that lightning bolt is definitely crooked. It is angling up towards the right and lopsided. Not even centered. But hey, he's Black Lightning, and clearly I collect Black Lightning. So, what am I going to do? No need to really go over his articulation. He's a McFarlane figure. If you have McFarlane figures, and this is clearly a reused body, a very basic reused body, you know what this guy can do. He looks good. He's Black Lightning, and yes, he's basic. He's a basic figure on a basic buck, reused. But the Black Lightning costume does look good. Personally, again, he's not going to replace my main dude, Black Lightning, but he's all right, I guess. And let's take a quick look at his electrified hands, because that is the least basic thing about him. They look good. There you go. Open electrified hand. This looks more like a stump than a hand, but we're glad to have him. There you go. At least the lightning bolt is straight on his back. Gotta like that. So what kind of value do we assign to this new Jefferson Pierce in our collection of Black Lightnings? Yeah, he looks good. He's okay. He's alright, in a word. But we didn't get him on discount. And we weren't that fired up to get him in the first place. But we are always pleased to welcome a new electrified brother to our rather vast collections of electrified brothers. I don't think Marvel Comics has an electrified brother in their lineup. They should probably fix that. Yeah, this guy here, he is of minimal value. Now that isn't an indictment on the figure itself, because the figure itself is fine. It's just that I did pay full price for this figure, and he's not a figure I was necessarily fired up to get. So he is of minimal value to me.